Hi Flosstube! Welcome to my channel. My name is Kim and I am Barbara's daughter. It is Sunday, February 28th, last day of February, and I'm here for an update on everything I've been stitching the past couple weeks. And it's been a lot. I'm really happy that I've been able to kind of find the time at night to stitch. I've been kind of forcing myself to do it even if I'm tired. But this weekend I had a lot of grad school work to do, and I still have a lot of grad school work to do, but I decided to take a break and film this video because I have tons of things all over the bed here that I want to share with you and then kind of work on or put back or whatever. So this will help me kind of clean up this area to do this video. So I have my book of days here with everything I've done in February, and the last time I did a video, I was working on Winter Rose Manor, which I have since finished. And if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen this. I stitched this using a silk weaver fabric, 36 count. I don't remember the name of the color. And I did not use the called for flosses. This house is a Victorian motto color called Tinted Bisque. And you'll notice I didn't put the snow in. And I also didn't put any of the white little doodads that look kind of like snowflakes around because this was a lot of stitching. It took me a very long time, much longer than I thought it would, to stitch this. And I decided I wanted to leave it up year round and not have it be Winter Rose Manor, but I guess year round Rose Manor. So Lori Holt had mentioned in her Flosstube channel that Hobby Lobby had a sign that was a nice square and would fit Winter Rose Manor. And it does. And on a 36 count fabric, I think it leaves about an inch and a half border around it, which is fine with me. So I bought the sign, I popped out the actual sign itself and laced this piece and put it in the frame. I still have to put on the back nice paper to, you know, cover up the stitch piece, but once I do that, it'll be ready to hang. And I think that's all I have to tell you about that. Oh, I did change. So in the original piece, there are two initials here and one down here. And I knew I wasn't going to do the one down here. So I just put a bird there. But then I made a mistake somewhere in the flowers. I don't know if I started the whole thing down, not far enough or too far or whatever. I'm missing actually two lines here. There were two lines too high. And so I didn't have enough room when I did the K where it was supposed to be. Then I don't have enough room to do my last initial or I'll hit the bird. So I just left it as a K and just put that there. Looks fine to me. So that's really, that and getting rid of the snow are really the only major changes I made. And I'm really happy with it. And I'm really glad it's done because it took forever to stitch. So that's one fully finished item. And then actually before I finished Winter Rose Manor, I started and finished Old Friends by Brenda Gervais. And I don't have the pattern with me, but I have the fully finished object here. So I'll show you that. This is, I think it came out at Market last year maybe. And I just really liked the saying. It says, "Your heart and my heart are very old friends." And the colors were really pretty. So I did this and had it out for Valentine's Day. And this is also like a sign. It's actually from the Spring Shop from Hobby Lobby. And it is number 548-3342 in case you want it. And I just put the stitch piece on a piece of foam core board and stuck it in there. It's actually not even in there. It's not glued or magneted. It's just pushed in there and it's not coming out. So, and then I did a bow and I had some of these heart, like felt heart things that I put on there. So this only took me like 6 days to stitch. And by days, I mean like a couple hours at night. So it was really quick and I enjoyed stitching it. I love the colors. So that will get put away now to come back out. I think I'm just gonna have it come out during Valentine's. I don't have a lot of Valentine's Day decorations, so will add to that. Okay, those were my fully finishes, but I had a couple other finishes this past week. I had gotten the Carrot Patch pattern by Stitching with the Housewives, and I did that on 18 count black Aida with my own colors that I just grabbed from my stash. So that's what that looks like. And it's super cute and actually pretty tiny on this 18 count. And then as I was doing this, I saw that, I don't remember her name. It's Whilst Iris Naps. I'm sorry, I can't remember her first name. She came out with a couple Easter freebies. So I decided to do them in the same colors and on the same black fabric as the Carrot Patch. So I didn't do the border. She has a border around each of these patterns. So there's 3 carrots there and then 3 bunnies. And I did them in different colors and didn't do the borders, but I really thought I wanted them to kind of match this one. And I have a couple of the other, I think they're calling them tiered tray tidbits from Priscilla and Chelsea. I don't know if I'll have time to do them this year, but I wanted them all to be on the black fabric, and I could put them all in like a tray and they would look similar, like they were from a set. So I'm gonna eventually make these into pillows and for my dough bowl or my tray, and hopefully before this Easter. So those were finished, and I think that's all I have for finishes this time, but I have a bunch of whips I was working on. So no particular order, but I've been working on the For the Bird series of Blackbird Designs Loose Feathers patterns. That's a mouthful. I did this one, which is, what is this one called? Do I have? I think I did this in January. Let me look back. So, no, not that one. It's Spring Fever. So this is called It's Spring Fever. And I had done that last month and showed you. So I started the second one, which is The Light Upon the Lawn. And this one, I'm doing all of them individually, but on the same fabric. This is a 36 count sand by Picture This Plus. And I'm using the called for colors, and this is what I have so far. And you'll notice I put the B in there, and it's not because I forgot my initial or because I copied the chart. Barb Allen had her initial in there. But since I'm doing these individually, but I'm going to display them all together, I didn't want my initial K on all of the pieces. Actually, 6 of them, I think, have a spot for you to put the initial, and some of them have a spot for the date too. And I didn't want 6 Ks in the middle of these 9 pieces that I'm intending to display them together in like I want to buy one of those window frames that has the openings where you can display the cross stitch. And so I decided that I would put the initial of every person in my family, like meaning my family growing up. So my 2 parents, my 2 brothers, my sister, and myself, because that was 6 people, and I have 6 blocks that need it. So the first block I put my initial. This one was already charted for the B, so that's for my mom, Barbara. And then I'll do the other blocks when I get to the ones that have other initials that you have to put in. I'll do the other members of my family, and then I'll have kind of everybody represented in this series. So I love stitching these. I mean, if you watch Flosstubers who do Blackbird design pieces, a lot of them will say they're just like comfort stitching, right? It's something that is fun to stitch and enjoyable, and something about these colors I just really love. The blues and grays and greens and browns. I'm trying to find my floss here. There we go. They're just so pretty. I really love the colors. And as you know, in the never-ending saga of I'm eventually going to have a finished basement and craft room. We are trying to get that done, and then we're going to move all the furniture from our family room down to the basement. So that means redecorating, right? And so I think I'm going to use the colors that are in these pieces as really like inspiration for how I want to decorate things. So I don't know if any of you watch Mischievous Stitches, Lori. She just did this, well, she's done a couple of them, these crocheted blankets for her daughters, and I really want to do one, so I've decided that I'm going to do one with the kind of colors that are in here, the blue, the gray, the brown, and beige, and green, and I just have to find yarn that is in all those colors. And then that'll be on my new sofa in the family room, and I'll have all these hanging in the family room, and so I'm going with a theme here. Now, granted, I have one of these done. So it's actually good that the basement is taking so long to get finished, because I have a lot of stitching and crocheting and crafting to do before my vision will be complete. But another piece that I think I will hang in that room is this Modern Folk Embroidery Sal for 2021. It's called Fruits of Plenty. And this is a monthly, you get a pattern every month. So you got this bird piece in the corner in January and this center heart motif in February. And so far I'm keeping up. I mean, it's only been 2 months, but so far I'm doing pretty well. I absolutely love, love, love stitching this. I did not really think I was going to. I have not stitched a lot of monochromatic pieces. And I actually, although I like the look of a Quaker type piece, and this isn't exactly a Quaker, but a lot of, they have a lot of similarities, I think. I don't really like stitching them usually, but I am loving this. So here is my January and February. So you can see blue and birds, it'll go in my new decor. This is 36 count Ale by Picture This Plus, and I'm actually going to bring it back because this is more like the color for real. The silk, when I bring it up to you closer to the camera, it looks a little paler, and so does the fabric, but both of them are pretty dark, but I want you to be able to see the stitching. So anyway, this is Mrs. Sadis Silk. And then it does have a name, but the name isn't on the skein. It's number 14. So if you went to her website and looked for number 14, you could see the name of the floss. But I'm just using one strand. I love it. I have used her silk before, and it is awesome. She's from Spain, and even though she's from Spain, the silk arrives pretty quickly. I think I got it in less than 2 weeks. So that was great. And I have been able to keep up with this so far. So we have one more section over here coming, I guess, tomorrow for March. So I'll start working on that at some point, and then we'll have the whole top row done. And the nice thing about this is there's a lot of stitching in each of these pieces, but then you kind of have to put it down and put it away because you don't have the next pattern. So you don't get burnt out on it because you just have to stop and wait for the next pattern. So I'm really happy with how this is coming out, and enjoying stitching on that. Okay, I have one more whip to show you, and that is Glegre, which is another big piece. I have a lot of big pieces this year that I'm working on. It looks like this, and it's from Reflets des Soies. I am not French. I do not speak French, but we'll give it a chance here. And this is done in silks, but I am not doing it in silks. I'm actually using kind of a conversion from Deb from Country Stitchers, and I took her conversion, got all the flosses, put them on my floss ring, added a couple Victorian mottos that I liked because I wanted a certain red for that house at the bottom. And as I'm stitching, if I don't like the color that she called for a certain area, then I'm just switching it out with another color in that set, because I think that the flosses do look really good together. This is what I've got. Kind of messy, but, and there's a lot more reds in here than I will actually use, but I just wanted to have choices. And this is a big piece, but I'm just kind of working on it slowly, a little bit at a time. I really love the, I guess, cursive type alphabet that is in the middle of the piece. So I've done 3 of those letters. I don't know how well it's showing up on here. So the border is done across the whole top. And then I went back and I started doing a little bit of the side border and also the alphabets. And I'm just kind of going across a little bit at a time. I've worked on this probably for 4 or 5 days total. It is kind of slow, but I really like the colors. This is a 36 count silk weaver piece in the colors Heritage. And this is actually holding it back here as kind of a better indication of the color. And the floss colors are showing up really nicely on it. Even like this kind of pale golden color is showing up really well. So I'm really happy with that. And this is going to be a long-term project. So we'll see. I don't have any plans for when I want it finished. I just am enjoying stitching on it. And yeah, so that's Glegre. Juliet, I don't know. I'm not French. I don't know how you say this. Okay. So that was whips. I have a ton of haul to show you, which includes some more big projects that I want to do. All right. So I had a chance a couple weeks ago to go to Needleworkers Delight, which is our LNS. And I didn't really need anything, but sometimes you just need to get out of the house. And so my mom and my sister and I went up there, and I got a couple flosses for a project I'll show you in a second. And I also bought just some Zweigart fabric. I got cream, 36 count, and ice blue, and flax. They didn't have anything hand-dyed out there that day that I went, so I just got some staples for my stash. And I also bought some patterns. So I got Little Deeds sampler, which I've seen some people stitching by the Scarlet House, and I would like to start that at some point this year. I like that one. And then I think that might have been all from Needleworkers. Then I actually got an email from, oh, I don't want to say the wrong thing. An Etsy store. I can't remember. I had placed an order months ago. It had gotten lost in her Etsy, you know, dashboard, wherever. And I forgot about it. I actually forgot that I placed the order. Clearly, I placed too many orders on Etsy if I can forget about one. So she emailed me, oh, I'm so sorry. Do you still want this? Sure. I don't even know what's in it, but send it to me. So I had ordered Here Comes Santa from Prairie Schooler, which I definitely want to start. And I had ordered another Scarlet House pattern called Pumpkins and Bittersweet. So this will be good for the fall. And also I had ordered a kit that was, I think, from Market last year. And it's from Samplers Not Forgotten, and it's a floral cup pincushion kit. So you get everything to do this. So it came in a bag, and in the bag was the little cup and the fabric, and there's little pins to use, and there's floss, and there's a cute little waxer, and it's all in this little tiny bag. So I'm actually, that's like a really small project, a tiny little stitch, so I'm excited to do that one. And then I bought from Kitten Stitcher some XG Designs fabrics. I got 36 count latte, which is more like that color. And I got baby sheep. I really like XU Designs fabrics, and so these were just to go in the stash. I had bought, maybe last time, I'm not sure if I had already bought this in my last video, but I had seen several people stitching this, Though He Seemeth Sleeping by Lucy Beam. And the way she has designed this pattern, she has actually like 4 different threadless. One for DMC, one for Classic Colorworks, one for Gentle Arts, and one for Weeks Dye Works. So I went through and pulled out anything I had in any of those lists and made some substitutions and some changes. And I have all my floss colors here for that. And then I have the fabric I'm going to use is Colonial Sampler by Victorian Motto. And there's a lot of bright colors in there and some dark colors. So they use a blue and a navy. I'm sorry, a black and a navy. And you can see it kind of in some leaves and in the ST in the design. I don't know that I'm going to use that. This is obviously a picture of the original. So I kind of have to just see what it looks like as I stitch on this. But I think because there are such dark colors, I liked the kind of darker color of this fabric. So I am anxious to start that. It's not horribly big, but it is not a small. And then I have a couple other samplers that I want to start. So I already had from last year Blue Flower Huckleberry Farm. I'm sure many of you have seen that. And I had gotten the fabric, which is Shale from Picture This Plus. So it's like a purpley gray. And I got all the called for colors, which I have not yet put on a floss ring, so that might be my project for later today. But I'm ready to go. I don't have time to do this, but I'm ready to go when I do get time to do it. So that's another big project that I want to start. I have to be honest with you, aside from, I do really like to stitch birds, but other animals, I like other animals, don't get me wrong. I like animals, but I don't really stitch a lot of them. And so that Blue Flower piece has a lot of animals on it. I figured be something different. The last bit of haul that I have been seeing people stitch this for quite a while. And it is Ann Thomas by Hands Across the Sea Samplers. And yes, I do like to stitch birds, but when I first saw this, I thought, that is a huge, huge bird in the middle. And I don't know. I don't think so. But I have seen some people stitching this. I know Kitten Stitcher has shown it, and the colors are completely beautiful. They are so bright. I think Emily C is stitching this as well. And these flowers in the corner, I mean, as someone who starts in the top left, I'm super excited that I get to start with all those beautiful colors up there. So I have literally been looking at this pattern for like over a year, thinking, should I get it? Okay, all right, so I bought the pattern. Okay, well, should I do it in DMC? Should I do it in the silk? Should I do it? What should I do? So I decided I was going to do it in the silks. And I had a gift card for my LNS, so I bought what they had there, and then I bought the rest on 123 Stitch. I have not done anything with them yet. They are all safely in my project bag, and I did get these floss away bags because I have used, you know, like Mrs. Sadis Silk. I've used Belle Soie from Classic Colorworks. I have never used, this is Soie d'Alger, a Verosoie, Soie d'Alger, again, not French. It comes like this, and it actually says on it, pull skein. So I assume you're just supposed to, you know, pull. And I know a lot of people keep these in floss away bags because my understanding is that if you don't, and you just have them all together, they're gonna get fuzzy. So the bags keep them from being fuzzy. Someone please comment below and correct me if I'm wrong. But here's my question. I don't love the idea of just pulling out a length. I mean, this says it's 5 meters, right? What I'd really like to do is cut this into 5 1-meter lengths and put those in the bag. Is there a reason why I shouldn't do that? Is there a reason why I should just leave it on this skein as is and pull out a length? See, I like to have everything pre-cut. So I know I'm not like, you know, gonna end up with like 3 inches at the end left over or something like that. So part of me is thinking that I'm going to cut all of these into lengths and put each color in a bag. But again, if I should not do that, please let me know. I have not used this type of silk before, and I certainly don't want to ruin it. So that's why I got the bags. I thought I would try to just take care of it as best as possible. Yeah, so let me know what you think, if there's a way I should be doing this. I also got from Under the Woolen Willow from Etsy these adorable strawberries. And she sends a little fun penny wool, penny rug, penny something paperclip with your order. So those are going in my dough bowl now that I've shown you them for springtime. I bought some Lady Dot Creates rickrack, and this one is witchy, this green, and this one is grace green, and then I got white because I wanted to use them in some of these, but I don't think the greens are the right color. They're a little, the green I used, the floss is like a little bit brighter, so I probably will just use the white rickrack if I want to use it with that. And then my mom got me this and the carrot, which I think is like, Priscilla did a finish like this with one of them. So I thought if I don't want to use, if I don't want to do a pillow finish of this, one of these will fit in here. So I have to decide how I want to finish this, but I have all this to finish those. So hopefully one weekend soon I will do that. All right, I think the only other thing I have is a giveaway. So I'm going to pull up the giveaway random number generator on my phone, and I will be right back with the winner of my giveaway. Okay, so I went ahead and did the random number generator, and I have this project bag made by my mom, and I will put the winner of the bag up here. Congratulations to Ginger Shull. And I'm glad you won because you always make such nice comments on my videos and my Instagram posts, so I really appreciate that. It's always cool when I recognize the person, even if I don't know them personally, if I recognize them as someone who comments on my posts and videos. So congratulations, Ginger. I will comment on your comment, and I will, as soon as you email me, I will send you out this project bag. So congratulations. Also, I will preview a very exclusive giveaway here on Barbara's Daughter, made by Barbara herself, the mysterious Barbara. This is a project bag book, and I am not giving it away today, but she made it for me to give away in the future when I have a big drawing. So she has several zippered vinyl project bags in this book that is all put together, and there are pockets in the side, and it closes with this pretty heart button on the front. So this will be my next giveaway, probably when I get to like 5,000 subscribers. I'm semi close to that, so I think I'll wait. That seems like a big occasion to give away a big prize. So I'm very fortunate to have my mom willing to make some fun gifts to give away on this channel. And so I know many people have commented on how lucky I am to have someone to make me projects bags and to make them for you to give away. And so thank you, Mom. If you're watching, I appreciate all of everything. But thank you for making the bags and giveaway things too. Okay, so I think that is everything for today. I'm just looking around to make sure I didn't miss anything. And I'm going to be gone for probably another couple of weeks. I'll try and get back mid-March. I do have a week off in March from grad school, so I'm thinking that would be a good time to make a video. So hopefully I'll be back in a couple weeks to share with you some more of my stitching. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.